Welcome to Inventor. We will be creating a vase using the loft command. But first we will start a new part file in metric. We will first turn on these planes and axes. So we highlight them and turn the visibility on, and we will start with a sketch of the base. So we'll start with a new sketch. We're going to use 2-point rectangle, and we will add the dimensions. Okay, now we'll change the dimensions. We're going to make this side be 80 millimeters. This will be 60. Zoom all to refit it to the page. This will be half of that, so it's going to be 30. And this will be 40. So as you can see, that's your dimensions. We will now go ahead and finish sketch, and we're going to extrude, and we're going to let it go in the other direction. We will let it be 10. It's 10 millimeters, so we hit OK. Now we will just go ahead and modify the edges to give us a nice smooth edge. We will use the small radius of 2, so we'll click on the edges, so now we can say OK. Have a nice surface, and we will start with a new sketch on the plane. That's to start the loft. Want to create it here, so I'm gonna start with a polygon, and I'm gonna find my polygon, and we'll just use these dimensions that's already there. So we'll make that be the size of your polygon, 6 sides, and that's it. Then we'll create another sketch, a work plane. So we'll finish sketch here, and we go to plane and offset a plane, and we're gonna make that plane be 40 millimeters away. and we can now go ahead and create a new sketch on this plane. And I'm gonna use a circle on this plane, and I'll make the circle be the length of the triangle, or rather I'll make the circle be as big as the diagonal of my base. Okay, so I can finish sketch. Then I'm gonna start a new sketch. This one I'm gonna offset it from this plane here. So I'll go to plane and get the offset, and from this one I'm gonna make it be 30. It's 30 millimeters. And I will, so that's the direction in which it's going. So I'm gonna start a new sketch in this one, and I'll let this one be my last sketch. Now I'll just go ahead and use a rectangle, and this time it's a 2-point rectangle. I want this rectangle to be the same size of the base. So I'm just gonna look for it, and make it be the same size as the base. And I'll just add the dimension to it just to make sure it's about it. 80. Now I can right click, finish sketch, and there I have my sketches to create my loft. What I'll do now is go to loft, and I will start with my base. Then I go to my next one, then I go to my top, and I'm gonna say OK. So that's my vase, but I need to have the opening here. What I'll do, I'll just remove the planes, and then I'll remove the inside. So I turn visibility off, and that's the shape of my vase. What I'll do next is use shell to remove the inside. So I'm gonna go to shell, brings up the dialog box, and this one is good to remove the inside. So I click on the surface, and I want the thickness of it to be 2 millimeters. Okay, 2 millimeters for the thickness, or I'll make it 2.5. Not much difference. Okay, so now I'll go OK. That's my vase, and I want to put the material on it. Use a nice oak, and that's it. Put your pencils, your pens, put it on your desk. Thank you for watching.